Today we're making the Vesper. 2 ways. In appreciation for Doug being here.
It's my favorite, thank you.
Favorite drink.
Thanks, guys.
Hey! Welcome to Combat Cocktails. I'm Derek. That's Doug. That's Ian. And today we're going to make a cocktail for you. Why? Because we're creating awesome cocktails to increase your taste, your profile, expand your palates with a little bit of muddle humor and entertainment, non-UK style. Today's executive producer is Rick Hawley, and the drink is called the Vesper Martini.
Yay.
It's got 3 ounces of gin. We're using, what is this? This is Herno gin. It's from Sweden. An ounce of vodka. We got some Russian Standard. And a half ounce of either Lillet Blanc or Cocchi Americano.
Cocchi
Americano. We're going to make it twice, one with each of those.
I know we just talked about not saying it wrong.
So while he's doing that, I'm going to pour a little bit of this so we can try it.
And while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and say that I tried this gin. Like, I just tried 5 different gins.
We didn't have Gordon's.
Because I wanted Martin Miller, which we don't have.
Martin Miller.
And this is a very subtle, more of a herbal type gin. You know, it's not very piney. It's fairly clean. It's the closest thing that I tasted.
That you thought would be acceptable for this?
For Martin Miller, yeah. It was very nice. It's a really good gin.
Ian's going to love Cocchi Americano. So this recipe should use Gordon's gin, but I don't have anything that low.
The Cocchi?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have anything, you'll know. I don't have anything that low
I can smell
of a
it.
Standard. It's cheap. I don't know. It's a cheap gin, right?
Shelf.
Bottom shelf? Well, as far as bottom shelf goes.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so I don't have that. We're using Herno instead. So don't leave a comment saying, this can only be made this way because Ian Fleming said so. I get it. I just don't have it. So let's move on. No, but you know what?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's right.
You're going to love this. Yep. This is like if Lillet came together with Campari.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So the reason I wanted to do this break in comparison of Lillet versus Cocchi is because a lot of the research I did says that Cocchi makes a better Vesper, a more traditional Vesper, because the original Vesper calls for Lillet, another Lillet.
K-I-N-E?
Lillet, Quina Lillet. And Quina Lillet is not produced anymore. So everybody uses Lillet Blanc instead. Lillet Blanc tastes more like an ice wine, where this tastes more like an ice wine mixed with a bitter, like aperitif, Italian style.
Oh,
okay, Mr. Fast Shaker, let's do it. He's got the face. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I saw you cocktail that shit up.
Yeah, he cocktailed that up.
He's his next Tom Cruise.
He is.
So, what Ian has done here is he shook the cocktail. This drink, by all other rules of cocktail creation,
Do you remember
should
which
be
one was which?
stirred.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the Cocchi Americano.
Okay, so this should be stirred.
Crunchy.
But James Bond did all of his drinks shaken, so we're breaking the rules. Take all your measures of ingredients, put them into your shaker, shake it like you mean it, about anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds. 15 seconds is probably more accurate, but 10 is faster, and if you need to drink fast, 10 seconds will do. Shave off the 5 seconds, get it to your face hole faster.
It does bother me that these are shaken, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Which
didn't
one
double
do you
strain.
want to try first? No, we didn't double strain.
So Doug's going to be pissed.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you don't
No,
like the
I'm
ice,
fine.
do you?
I want the original one first. We need a
There's
shot.
the Lillet.
We need a photo.
All right.
Nope, too far. Back
Well,
up.
we got 2 to go. This is, which one? This is the Cocchi?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Is this the Cocchi?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to get both of them, though, Derek.
Oh, you want me to just take one and make a nice,
just
better
take
shot?
one.
Oh, it's more like
They both look exactly the same.
less like Campari and more like Aperol.
Yeah. Without the extra, like, grapefruity? Is that what Aperol has? Is the grapefruit? There's some other fruity flavor.
It's
citrusy.
citrus.
Which one's that?
This should be
Cocchi?
the cookie.
Yeah, it's over there.
I like that.
It is definitely
Right.
more interesting. All right, so taste that one first. I
Yep.
think that's the right move.
Yeah.
I can see why
no, I
people would
think
like that.
that's definitely the right move.
Because this is what we're used to.
That's still a fantastic cocktail.
The Vesper Martini. Technically, that's, I think, the original Bond Martini, right?
Yep.
It's from Casino Royale.
Yep.
I don't know when that was created, but that was the first time this was created. Ian Fleming invented the recipe. So we work with what we have. The original recipe is 3, 1, 1/2. 3 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of vodka, and a 1/2 ounce of Lillet. If you think about that, this is a very boozy freaking cocktail.
Oh, it's wicked boozy.
Right? But it doesn't have a boozy flavor to it. Freaking boozy! I can chill you now. He used to use F-bombs everywhere. What's that? What's this? That's the regular one?
That's
Regular.
the first one, yeah.
Yep.
I like those.
It's kind of got a vermouthy kind of feel to it.
I like with
Almost
the
flowery.
little kick of
Flowery.
the Cocchi.
Cocchi. God damn it.
It's like NPR. It's like Cocchi Roberts.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
I don't know what you're talking about. So what you could do in this, if you have a friend like Doug,
He doesn't even like Douglas Adams.
What a dick.
fuck you two.
Pinky's out.
If you like,
Let's not
if
do
you
shit.
like, if you want your cocktail made like you're doing it at a bar, use a double strainer technique. In this case, what Ian could do is strain over this, only to keep the ice shards out.
See, I
because
like
Doug
that
doesn't like ice
myself. I like the floaties because it gives me some texture. I love texture.
It's like eating chocolate chip ice cream.
I like it with the
So that's the Cocchi one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It should
It's
be.
got a little more of a gold color to it.
Cocchi or Cocchi.
Cocchi. I'm gonna punch you. So this one has a flowery
Cannot keep
gin,
them straight.
slightly sweet flavor
Lillet.
with a Lillet.
I didn't want to have to like this one better.
You do.
You know, but it's like, yeah, it's a hair
slightly-
better. It's slightly better. It's ever so slightly.
Why?
It's just, it has,
It has a different.
It's more balanced.
I don't want to.
It's a different dynamic.
It can't be more balanced,
They're equally
'cause it's
balanced,
all
but the
booze.
dynamic is going to be slightly different.
it is.
It's
it is.
because it's
And
more interesting.
in this, I think that the bitter aspect of
Mm-hmm.
the Cocchi mellows out the gin a little bit more
Yeah.
than the Lillet.
It gives you something else to play with. It's
Yeah.
just not. This has a little bit more of a sweet forward with the floral action.
Yeah.
This one has those same attributes with that just slight bitter, almost like you added a couple dashes of bitters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
adding dashes of bitters to everything is awesome.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be like in your face bitters, like
No.
all bitters. It's very subtle. It's not
Which one
like
you like?
adding
You
a
must like this
quarter
one
ounce of Campari.
They're very subtly different.
It's subtly different, but I think
But it is
I
different.
really think that the
Cocchi.
Cocchi,
You did it. Good job.
He was gonna say that.
the Cocchi
Cocchi?
mellows the gin out
It totally
just
does.
a little bit more.
The gin still plays.
Yep.
But it's like not such a harsh flavor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where in this, and that's like, it's a wicked mild gin.
But you get more gin. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
That has a gin
Yep.
ethanol flavor.
Yep.
This doesn't have any of that,
Right.
which is pretty interesting because that's not that big of a. I mean, when you do taste these, did you taste both these?
Oh yeah.
This is definitely more driven Campari. Like.
Oh yeah.
I'd argue
And this is
that
just
the
like straight
difference is as subtle
aperitif.
as tasting vodkas almost.
I don't think so.
Because like some vodkas you can taste a distinct difference.
Yeah.
But you have to taste them right next to each other.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Since we're
yeah.
tasting
Yep.
these together, I think
Yep.
we're going to notice the difference.
Yeah.
But I don't know that you would, if you're just ordering one, I don't know if you'd be able to pick up on one or the other. If you
I
don't
think
have
we
that
could.
contrast.
Us? I think we could.
If I knew I was tasting one or the other,
No, if somebody said that's a Vesper
I might
Martini,
have a 60% chance.
if somebody said this is a Vesper, you know what the wild card is? The gin. Right? If you get a gin that if you use Tangerine here,
Right.
you might,
Oh
and
my
then you
God.
use Lillet, you might think it's one or the other because the gin is so different. You'd have to. It's a control.
Well, I
situation.
mean, I've ordered Vespers before, and like, can you really make it? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, do you have Lillet? And they're like, yeah. And it comes back red.
no, but there is a Lillet Rouge.
I know.
So they might be using Rouge 'cause they don't have any other option.
They did.
Is it
And then,
sweeter?
You know, it's like
I don't know what I can't remember what the Rouge we had at one point, but
it was fine. It was fine.
the effort.
I
Was there.
sat with it.
The effort was there. It was a good.
You didn't send it back.
No, of
But you
course not.
drank it with a hint of spite.
Yeah, I was
Subway.
like, all right,
Spiteful
fine.
drink.
You made the drink that I asked for. I can't fault
Can't-
anybody.
You said you can make it. You didn't tell me.
Technically, nobody did anything wrong here.
What they should have said is, we can make it, but we have Lillet Rouge. Is that going to be okay? Your expectations would have been set right
of
there.
Of course.
And then the problem would have been solved. You wouldn't even had to think about in the back of your head of saying something.
You know, I think nowadays bartenders have way too much responsibility of knowing what's supposed to be in what in all too many drinks. And
they're actually behind the scenes with and I've asked this question on Reddit to the bartender subreddit. Said, bartenders, I need to know how you do this, because I need to know when I create ebooks and stuff how people are getting their cocktail recipes. They use the internet. They don't use books anymore. Yeah. And a lot of the time they go, I gotta go get a bottle of Lillet, and when they're behind the thing, they're like, Vesper Martini. Okay, got it. And then they put it down, they memorize it because it's not that hard. Right. They come back and they build the drink.
Right.
Or the display that they're using for their checkout also has the internet on them on a lot of systems, so they're actually going through.
Oh, cool. That's smart.
So there's other ways that they're finding this. Keeps them looking like a genius. Mm-hmm. But it's really in the process.
It's impossible to memorize all the drinks.
Right, of course.
I mean, you're going to remember the ones that you make 20 times a night.
Right.
Question
you're not
of the day?
remember the ones you make once a week.
What cocktail recipe have you memorized? Mine is 2 ounces of gin. It's a half ounce of grapefruit juice, a half ounce of simple syrup, 3/4 ounce of lime. It's called the Dorchester. Boom! Because I make them all the time.
Whiskey sours.
There you go.
There's something you just know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's easy though. You can almost fuck it up, and it's just like
You can't fuck it up.
because it's a whiskey sour. It still comes out awesome.
Doesn't the Dorchester have maraschino?
Yeah, 1/4 ounce of maraschino.
Yep.
But I knew what the ounce measure was. I just left it off the recipe. Don't leave out your maraschino in a Dorchester because it doesn't come out right. The recipe is right here. Go watch the video because it's fucking awesome.
Great drink. Good drink.
Yep. Now what you need to do is click there to subscribe. It's free. For those that think you have to pay,
do I
it's
still
free.
have nothing on my side?
Nothing on your side. Damn. 2 videos over here that you can watch at any point in time within the next 20 seconds.
No, it's like you need to be in your...
The person that's opening the videos makes the recipe. That's the challenge.
That's the thing.
We're good here, and we're teaching you how to drink